What's up guys, Out of Towners TV here. We're down in South Florida today, so it's a little bit of a mix-up. I'm currently driving down the Keys, headed down towards Key West. I'm definitely outside of my element today, so today's gonna be a little bit of an exploration. Let's get down to the water and see what we can find. Okay, I think this is spot number one. Beautiful sunrise morning here. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing, so if you're looking for a how-to video, this is probably not where you want to be. But you know, that's kind of what fishing is all about. We're in a completely new place that I've never fished before. I got a rod with a swim bait on it, and we're basically just gonna cast it around, see what we can find. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by throwing this little white 4-inch swim bait. We're gonna tip that with some garlic scent. I'm gonna drop that in for about 3 seconds. We have a strong current pulling across here, getting funneled through this little passageway through the Keys. All right, let's get this line in the water. So I'm gonna start by just drifting this bait through and kind of jigging it as it goes from right to left here, and then doing a slow retrieve back. There's enough current here that the tail should kind of work itself for sure. Okay, I'm walking underneath the bridge, try this other backside here, see if there's fish feeding on this side of it. It's definitely a lot more calm. It's protected from the water as it's coming in here. So maybe right here on this calm side, I can find a little school of snapper hanging out. I see it looks pretty deep right there, so I'm gonna cast in on the right, let it drift towards the left, and reel it back through that channel right there to see what happens. All right, so I'm casting in on the right. I might free spool it a little bit, just to let it drift and get a little deeper. And it's moving pretty well in the current already, so just gonna very slowly retrieve. All right, I don't believe I was recording, but just hooked onto a barracuda here. I need to figure out where my pliers are at real quick. Let's leave him right there. Unfortunate that bite didn't pick up, but I basically casted it out and was reeling it slowly, and this guy just inhaled it. Maybe I'll just lift him up here. Woo! Holy smokes, dude. That is crazy. Oh, he just popped right off. All right, well, there he is. Gnarly looking teeth on him. Woo! Don't want your hand in that. All right, let's chuck this guy back in. So I'm just casting out here. I think it's a lot more shallow on this side. There's not a lot of current moving. I'm seeing a lot of barracudas, like little ones, swimming in underneath these sheltered seaweed patches. So that could be what strikes again. Oh, it's a snag. That might be lost. Unfortunate. That feels lost. Gotta break that off. Alright, putting another swim bait back on. So dipping my tail real quick. The tide is definitely chilled out a little, which is great. Hopefully this is a little more fishable now. All right, we're back over here on the front side. Oh, there's a fish. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's coming back. This feels pretty heavy. What the f? Oh, there's a big barracuda chasing it. Holy sh! Get him out of the water. Oy! Oh my God. Oh man, well. Holy. GG's, I guess, bro. You okay, bro? Are you Are you okay? This is crazy. Does this even count as a fish caught today? I guess I'm at 1.5 fish now. That's a little crazy. Hook set in the top side of the mouth there. But yeah, as I was reeling it in, there was just like a, looked like a 25-30 pound barracuda just chasing after it. Started wiggling like crazy. I was like, what is that? Is this a head shake? And then I see this giant torpedo of a fish just chasing off the back of it. Literally ate this guy in half in one go. I mean, that is absurd. Get something off that, but I guess I just gotta chuck them back on the water. That's crazy. That's literally crazy. All right, let's try that again. Paid my first tax of the day. Hopefully it's the last. Definitely seems like that bite, that tide change kicked on a bite. Crazy thing is that there's stuff out there big enough to just inhale that barracuda. And then there's stuff big enough to inhale the thing that would inhale that barracuda. And then I think that's about where the food chain ends. I mean, I fought it for 15, no, not even that, 5 seconds before it was just eaten in half. Surprised I haven't seen that piece of bait yet. Oh, look at that. The shark just ate that little shark, ate the fish head. All right, I think that's it for this first spot. I think I'm gonna pack up now and move on to another spot. Maybe get some more cold water, kind of cool myself off. This heat is pretty brutal. Okay, we're headed to another bridge right now. Still hot, and the tide is slack and now switched to an incoming tide. So let's see if that has any impact on the bite. All right, so there's a ton of bait down below right now. Anything even trying to eat it, which is crazy. So we packed up a little bit and headed a little bit more north, I guess. See if we can find that mangrove snapper we're looking for. That would be Christmas come early if that happens. But yeah, let's get this bait clipped on, clip back on that jerk bait, and we'll get back out there. That looks like a little snapper in there. Maybe a couple little ones. Terrible first cast. Oh, there's a snapper. Oh, it's a barracuda. Interesting. All right, this is officially the last spot of the day. Last big bridge here before heading back into Miami. So let's see, man. Oh, there's a fish. No way. No way. All right. Damn, this guy just smacked it. Ate that bait that's a third or half his size. I gotta be careful getting them off. I'm surprised, like, why is it so hard to do that when they're everywhere? You know what I mean? Like, those fish should be hitting it every time. Are they just not hungry? All right, guys, that was a hell of a grind, but we got 2 barracudas and half of whatever that other fish was. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for now. I gotta get back. I am absolutely melted. Thanks for sticking along if you did, and we'll see you guys on the next one.